Today, I want to show you how you can create a website and have multiple pop-ups on the website. So in this example, this is a link tree or a bio link. And when we click the button here, you'll see we have pop-up 1. We can click this button and we have pop-up 2. Click this button, we have pop-up 3 and then 4. And then we can actually create a pop-up when we exit the page as well, like you see here. Now, the reason that this is important is because if you have a bio link like this, you may want to have different offers. You may want to collect the lead information before you send them to the actual page. So I want to show you how to create this today. Now, to do this, we're going to use HighLevel. So if you do not have a HighLevel account yet, you can go to myvisionagency.com. You can click here to create a HighLevel account. If you already have a HighLevel account, you can click here to join directly. Now, in this example for the link tree, I'm going to go ahead and open up the editor and I'm going to show you how it's done. And I'm going to show you the back end of what I just showed you. Then we're going to create a website and I'm going to show you some additional ways that you can use this functionality. So first of all, you'll see if we go up here into the pop-up settings, you'll see now we have the ability to add multiple different pop-ups. So what I'd recommend is creating your pop-ups first, because then you can just easily go through and add them to the buttons. So you'll see if I look at this pop-up here, it is just a basic pop-up, and I've just added pop-up 1 just to make it clear to you which pop-up this is. You'll see I also named it over here, and you can choose the actions just like you could on any other pop-up. You can choose the position and the background color, the different styles. All of that can be found over here, just like we have always had the ability to do. Now, you'll also see, if I go here to the pop-up settings, that all of these have an action of none, meaning you have to click the button to access the pop-up. So if I click here in the button and I scroll down, you'll see that I have the link set to open pop-up, and then you'll see I've selected the pop-up that I want to attach to this button. So if I go to the next button here, you'll see this is pop-up 2, go to the next button, pop-up 3, and then we have pop-up 4. Now for the exit pop-up, let's go back into our pop-up settings and we'll click here. You'll see that you want to go to the pop-up settings and you can set when this pop-up is going to show up. Now, keep in mind, if you have all of the pop-ups set to exit, it's going to show all of the different pop-ups when someone goes to exit your screen. So you may want to have a special pop-up for that exit to try to capture that lead before they bounce away from your website. Now let's go into a standard website like we see here, and let's actually create the pop-ups for this website. You can create a pop-up for when they exit your page, your free community. So maybe you have a button down here to join the free community, but you can also create a pop-up for each of your additional plans and then just add an order form. So that's really what I wanted to show you today inside of your accounts. So here is the website that I'm using. This is actually a template that's already available in your account. And what I want to do is open up the tab. And you can see here I have a try it free, see a demo. I have these buttons here that are the same, calls to action. And when we scroll down here, we have the plans. And then we do have a form here that we could add an additional buttons. So what I want is a demo pop-up, a try it free pop-up, and then I need a pop-up for each of these plans. So I'm going to go up here to my pop-up settings, and the first one that it gives us has an order form. That's just part of the template, but if I wanted to just remove that, I can just click here in the trash can and remove that. So I can add a new row here, and let's say that this is going to be the demo pop-up. So I'm going to call this demo. And I would probably have a video or a form on my demo pop-up, so I can add whichever you prefer. So let's say that I want this basic form because they're going to fill out the form and then I'm going to send them to a demo page where they will be able to watch the video. Now, I'm going to click in the pop-up settings and you'll see here that we have the ability to disable the pop-up, close the pop-up, or when to show the pop-up. So if we wanted this to be a delay or an exit pop-up, we could choose that. But I just want to use this pop-up as the demo, and we're going to attach it to a button. Now, I do want to click the pop-up settings because I want to give this pop-up a name so that when I am setting this to the buttons, I know which pop-up is the correct one. So I'm just going to go ahead and save this now. And now I want to go back to the pop-ups, and we need to create an additional pop-up here. So this one we can call the exit pop-up, and we can choose to show the pop-up on exit. And let's say here we want to add a column and we want to add some headline text. Since this is the exit pop-up, maybe we want to say something like, wait, don't leave yet. And then we can offer them something special, okay? So we have created our pop-up here for the exit. We have called it exit pop-up, and we've selected the exit action here. And like I said, you can customize this any way you wish. I just really want to focus on the functionality here. So I'm going to go ahead and save again. Let's go back to our pop-ups, and let's create another pop-up for the try it free option. Let's go ahead and add a column here. And here we would say, try it free or grab your free trial. And let's go ahead and go to the settings. Let's go to general, and let's call this try it free, because that's the button that we're going to attach this to. So call it whatever is going to help you recognize it when you go to set up all of your buttons. And I want to make sure to set this action here as none so that it does not show on the exit. I'm going to go ahead and save this again because we've done some work. Let's go back up to the pop-ups, and let's create 3 different pop-ups for our plans here. So I'm going to click here. We'll create the pop-up for, let's say, plan A. And again, we want to set this as none, and we're going to add a row here. Since this is a plan, we want to add a order form. Now, we can add a one-step order form, and if we pull that in, you'll see that the one step has the name and the product, and they will need to complete all of this information and their payment information to create an account, but also to give us a lead. So you may want to choose the two-step and drag that in there. And then before even seeing the price or being asked for payment information, they will actually be prompted to add that info in, go to step 2, and then they will add their payment information. So this is a great way of collecting leads, and you have the ability to send abandoned cart email so that if they do not enter their payment information, you can retarget them or even add tags and segment them in your lists. So I'm going to click here now. You see the pop-up action is set to none. We're going to go ahead and save. Now let's go back to our pop-ups, and we want to create another pop-up for plan B. So I'm going to click here. We're going to call this plan B. We're going to make sure to set this as none. We're going to add a row here, or a column, and we're going to add an element. And let's say we want the two-step again. So we're just going to drag that in. And again, we just want to make absolute sure plan B set to none, and let's save. We do have autosave in here, but I am an obsessive saver. I just want to make sure that all the changes I'm making do not go away. I'm a creature of habit. So I'm going to click here now for the pop-ups, and we have one more that we want to create. I'm going to go here. We're going to call this Plan C, and we want to make sure that the pop-up shows none. We're going to add a column here. Let's go ahead and add a two-step checkout, and we want to go ahead and save. So now that we've created all of our pop-ups, and you can see here, and you'll also see which one is the exit because it will show that action right there underneath the title. So we have the demo, the exit, try it free, plan A, B, and C. Now let's go to our website. Let's start at the top, and we have try it free. So I'm going to click that button there. Let's scroll down to the button actions. Right now it's set to website, so we're going to set it to open pop-up, and let's go ahead and choose the correct pop-up there. Now we have the C demo. So again, I'm going to go to Open Popup. We're going to make sure that's set to demo. Let's scroll down here. We're going to do the same thing for this button here, set it to Popup, and we're going to do try it free. And let's do the same thing for this demo. Let's scroll down to the plans here. I'm going to click on this first plan on the button. We're going to set that to Plan A. Let's go to Plan B here, and this will be Plan B. And let's go ahead and set this to Plan C. Scroll down here. We could add our form here if we want to. So let's just click here to say basic form. It's a long form, but that's okay. We'll use it. You get the point. So now try it free. Let's go down to where the action is. We're going to choose Popup, and we're going to choose the try it free Popup. And we have the demo, which is set to demo. Now let's go ahead and save, and let's preview the website. Now, if we click here, you'll see grab your free trial. We can click here. There's our demo. Same thing here. Grab your free trial. Here's our demo. We have Plan A. Should have named that up here. I'm sorry about that. We have Plan B, and then we have Plan C. We have our form here that we've embedded. And then if we go to this button, grab your free trial, grab your demo. Now, if I go to exit this page, we'll see our exit pop up. Wait, don't leave yet. And that is how you can create multiple pop-ups for one single page inside of your HighLevel account. Again, if you don't have a HighLevel account, you can go to myvisionagency.com. You can click here to create a 30-day free trial. If you already have a HighLevel account, you want to join our reseller program, you can see your options here. And if you're not quite sure, or you just want to investigate this tool and these options and take advantage of all of my free training and tools, you can join my free community here. Thank you all so much for joining me today, and I look forward to working with you in open office hours. Go make your vision a reality.